Hey guys, it's Madison. Welcome to my garden. So I'm super excited to share with you guys the official tour of our garden here at camp. We have 6 raised beds that I have built. If you want to see the video of building this one here behind me, I'll make sure to leave that video down in the description box below for you guys. But we have put in some branches to make some good soil and mulch. We've added some topsoil. This table and chairs that I am sitting at here, we got a ton of work that we got done, and I'm excited to take you guys through it. And I think we're gonna start planting tomatoes behind me here after this tour, so I'm super excited. Enough with my rambling, except to say welcome. And if you aren't already subscribed, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so you feel welcomed into this faithful home with me. Let's check out this garden. All right guys, so we are in the garden and I'm so excited to take you along for a little tour as we continue with the process of getting these beds ready to start growing some food. So as you can see, we already put some soil in this one, but I kind of wanted to take you along and show you the 6 beds that we have and how we're gonna fill them as economical as possible, because we don't want to have to fill really tall beds with a ton of soil. So let me show you what we're working with. All right, so this is what the garden is looking like. You can see our 6 beds that we have here. That is the one that we built in the original video, which I can link down for you guys in the description box below. But we will enter through here, and this is one of our 8-foot beds. This is gonna be one of the beds that has our cattle panel trellis. We're gonna make an arch trellis. You can see in here that we actually filled the beds with sticks. So these are just trees that we had cut down from somewhere else out on the land. That way we can reuse them, so the leaves will stay in here and the branches will break down over time, creating a really nice rich soil that will be regenerative from the land together. And so every single bed that we have here has that same system in it. So we filled up all of these beds with sticks, and then the truck bed is full of this beautiful mulched compost soil, and I'm super excited for that. And this is what the beds are starting to look like as we fill them up. So you can see we have this rich, beautiful soil. It is incredible. It is a high quality soil that has a beautiful compost in it already. And we are going to be filling up the beds with this. So the only bed that did not get any sticks or brush is this small one here. We did lay newspaper down at the bottom as a weed protectant. And then this one is going to be our potato bed. So we don't need to fill this up with anything but soil and those newspapers. And this is kind of what it'll look like as we get them filled. So you can see here, this bed is almost all the way filled now. So that's the process that we are working with. These raised beds are 30 inches tall, which is awesome, meaning that we don't have to bend down to work in the garden. We can do it at counter height, which is going to be great and amazing for our backs. But we are saving a lot of money by putting in all of these cut down trees and leaves and brush into the bottom before we add that soil. That is saving us a ton of money. It is the definition of regenerative gardening. You're literally using things that are already on your land, bringing them back in a full economic cycle, letting them break down over time, creating their own mulch and soil within their beds. And I'm just so excited to fill all of these up here at the RV, which you can't see right now, but we have some of the starts are actually hardening off, so they are sitting up there on a table. So that is super exciting. Everything is coming together. I've got another load of soil that I need to empty in these beds. My dad actually came earlier. That's why I didn't film some of moving all of these sticks, but he came and helped me out, which was super helpful. We spent a couple hours getting all of the sticks and leaves and everything into these beds, and he helped with the first truckload of soil, but now I need to go and finish this. So I'm gonna put you on the tripod and we're gonna fill up more of these beds. Guys, I'm super excited about how this garden is turning out. This is the empty garden and what it's gonna look like. I love that I have this table and chairs here. So my parents gave it to me. It was on their back deck and they said, you know what, this would be great for your space, for you guys to come sit, eat dinners out here. When we get to harvest, we can set all of our harvest on this table. I'm so excited. All right, so we got some necessities out here in the garden space. We have our table that is full of our tomato starts. We have a few zinnias and snap peas over there as well. I have my water bottle, which has a lot of fun stickers from Whispering, let me see if it'll focus on it, Whispering Willow Farms and Roots and Refuge Farms. So I have those. And then I also have some seed potatoes. I think we will probably start today. I've got a spade so I can do some digging, and then some markers so I can actually remember what I'm planting. I think the plan will be to do a hill potato method over there, and then we are gonna put up a trellis here for the tomatoes and the snap peas, but I'll still have to go get that from the Tractor Supply, so I won't worry about that just yet. But we need to get these tomatoes in the ground. So excited. All right, so I think I figured out where I want to space everything. I'm not 100% sure. This is my first time gardening, so we're kind of learning as we go. I feel like that's the best part out of anything you do, is just to be willing to learn, to fail, and then to grow. So have all of them laid out. We have zebra green tomatoes are indeterminate, so they're going to get trellised. We have Roma tomatoes are determinate, so they're going to be like a bush style. We have a bug that just landed on my camera. That was gross. Have a Nature Sweet grape tomato, which I don't know if it's determinate or not, so we're gonna call it indeterminate and we're gonna trellis it. And in the back we have our sugar snap peas. I also have a few zinnia starts that I'm going to plant just to add some flowers to this, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. One thing I do want to mention with indeterminate tomatoes is that these are going to grow up on a trellis. So we want to break off all of the lower shoots and leave just the top one. And then we are going to actually bury this into the ground because there's little like fuzzies all along this stalk that are actually wanting to be roots. So this will grow some root shoots. Once we plant this on the ground, we may plant it like at an angle and raise it up so that it will grow upwards. But all of this up to here is going to get put into the ground, which is kind of weird to think, like I worked so hard on growing this so tall only to cover it in the ground, but it's actually going to be really beneficial for the plant. So that's what I'll do for the indeterminate ones that'll get trellised. The determinate ones that'll stay on the ground will just get put in. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me in starting this garden. It is seriously up in the air on what's gonna happen, but it's a lot of fun and I'm glad to bring you guys along with me. Make sure that you hop on over to my Instagram at This Faithful Home so you can stay updated on daily content in reference to the garden, homesteading, our RV life, and so much more. And then if you haven't already, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so you feel welcomed into This Faithful Home with me. I regularly upload every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, so I'll check back with you guys next week for another video. Bye guys!